Hi, this is Lisa with CrochetMore.com. Today we're going to be making our mom bookmark pattern. This pattern is normally worked with a cotton thread and a steel crochet hook, but for demonstration purposes I'm going to be using a worsted weight yarn and a size H crochet hook. To begin this pattern, you're going to put a slip knot on your hook and make 14 chain stitches to begin row 1. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And referring to our graph, our first row is all open squares. They're not colored in. And each of these squares represents one single crochet stitch. For row 1, it also says you're going to work your first single crochet in the second chain from the hook. So you don't count the loop that's on your hook. You skip the first chain, single crochet in the second chain, and in each remaining chain. So you're going to work single crochet in each of the rest of the chains across this foundation row. When you finish row 1, you should have 13 single crochet stitches, and the way you count those is along the top of your stitches it looks like a chain, or if you turn it vertically it looks like little hearts stacked up on top of one another. So you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 single crochet stitches. You're going to make one chain and then turn to do row 2. Row 2 is also a row of all open blocks, which is a single crochet stitch in each stitch. So you're going to single crochet in each stitch across row 1. When you're reading a graph, especially this graph, you're going to work from the bottom up. For every odd numbered row, you read the graph from right to left, and for every even numbered row, you read the graph from left to right. The reason being, if you read all of the rows from right to left, then some of your stitches would be in the wrong place. So for row 3, it's an odd numbered row. You're going to read it from right to left. It's all open squares, which means a single crochet in each stitch. And again, at the end of row 3, you're still going to have 13 stitches. For every row on this bookmark, you're going to have 13 stitches. So that completes row 3. For row 4, remember that even numbered rows are read from left to right. So we're going to have 3 of the open blocks, so that's 3 single crochet. So you're going to chain 1 and turn, and single crochet in the first 3 stitches. So there's 1, 2, 3. Your next block is a filled-in square. That is a single crochet puff stitch, and instructions for this is on the pattern page. At the bottom of the pattern page there's also a video link to show you how to do that stitch. So for a single crochet puff stitch, you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, and you need to do that 4 times. So that's 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Now you're going to yarn over, pull through all of the loops except for this very last one, and you turn the hook, the head of the hook down, and just wiggle it to work it back through those stitches. And then yarn over and draw through those last 2 loops to complete the single crochet puff stitch. This stitch is going to be puffed toward, which will be the right side of the work, but you're working from the wrong side on this row. So when you work your next stitch is going to be a single crochet. Well, you have 5 single crochets coming up. So you're going to work 5 single crochet. When you do that first one, you can see that that puff stitch pops out like a little bobble, or almost like a popcorn stitch. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That brings us to the next filled-in square on our graph, which is another single crochet puff stitch. So that's 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. That gives you 9 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through those first 8 loops and leave that last one not worked. That leaves 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and draw through those 2. The end of row 4 is 3 single crochet. So you're going to single crochet in those last 3 stitches. Chain 1 and turn to begin row 5. You can see we have the 2 single crochet puff stitches are going to begin the bottom of that bottom letter M on the bookmark. So for row 5, it's an odd numbered row. You're going to read the odd numbered row from right to left. It's all open squares, so that's a single crochet in each stitch. Chain 1 and turn. And now we're on row 6. So row 6, an even numbered row. You read even numbered rows from left to right. So you're going to work a single crochet in the first 3 stitches. Excuse me. The next block is a filled-in block. That's a single crochet puff stitch. You make that like we did before. Your next 5 are just single crochet stitches. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you have a filled-in square, which is another single crochet puff stitch. And the last 3 stitches are open blocks, or not filled-in squares. Those are single crochet. So single crochet in those last 3 stitches. I'm going to chain 1 and turn. Row 7 are all open squares, so those are all single crochet stitches. So you're going to chain that one and then turn and work a single crochet in each stitch across that row. At the end of that row, chain one and turn. For row 8, remember even numbered rows, you read from left to right. So we have 3 open squares, so that's 3 single crochet. There's 1, 2, and 3. The next one's a filled in square, so that's a single crochet puff stitch in the next stitch. Then you have 5 open squares, so that's 5 single crochet. The next stitch is a filled in square, that's a single crochet puff stitch. And the last 3 stitches are open squares, so that's 3 single crochet. Chain one and turn. And that completes the first 8 rows of our mom bookmark pattern.